My Sil humiliated me by making me sleep on the floor during her bachelorette trip, so I left. Now she's blaming me for ruining her wedding. Part 3. So today it's been almost 3 days since I returned from my trip, and for 3 days, my sister-in-law has been bombarding me with texts, demanding that I speak to my husband and make him forgive her. The funniest part is that she hasn't even actually bothered to apologize to me yet and just believes that I'll lie for her and pretend that it's all good between us so that my husband will still attend her wedding. Obviously, I'm not doing that and have been ignoring all her texts. She's really laying it on thick with a guilt-tripping thing, though, and it's beginning to get under my skin because she's gaslighting me into believing that I was the one who overreacted. Any other sane person in my position would have reacted the same way, so I don't really think what she's saying is right. And as if that's not enough, now my mother-in-law has also joined in on this. I don't have a bad relationship with my mother-in-law, so I'm surprised that she's getting involved in this at all, but then she'll obviously side with her daughter over her daughter-in-law, so I guess it's not too shocking. I'm just upset that she's chosen to believe my sister-in-law's version of things and thinks that I overreacted as well. Because like I said earlier, we have a healthy relationship. I haven't told my husband about any of this, but now that it's two of them against me, I guess I'll have to speak up and make him deal with them so they stop bothering me. As much as I hate to say it, his family isn't my problem. I hope he speaks to them or whatever and they stop texting me. I told my husband after dinner about how his mother and sister had been trying to get me to convince him to attend the wedding and showed him the texts that they'd been sending me. He flared up as soon as he saw those texts because now it wasn't just his sister, but also his mother who was going out of their way to disturb my peace, especially when I wasn't even in the wrong. I thought he'd call them up again, but instead, he decided to speak to his mother in person. He drove to his parents' house at 1 p.m., a few minutes after dinner, and came back home at 11:30. I tried to stop him from going because I knew for a fact that confronting his mother so late at night while he was in such a foul mood would inevitably lead to a huge fight and even more problems, but he didn't listen and went anyway. And what I thought would happen was exactly what happened. He ended up getting into a really bad argument with his mother about whatever had been happening. He was very upset and still fuming when he came back home, and we stayed up way past midnight while he ranted about his family to me. I truly felt bad for him when he told me about the fight since I knew that he was very attached to his parents and his sister. So going against them must be really hard on him. His mother had gone above and beyond in her attempt to defend her daughter, and in the process, had ended up saying a lot of cruel things about me. She'd called me a liar, a drama queen, and worst of all, she'd said that if my husband didn't attend his sister's wedding, then she'd make sure that everyone in the family goes no contact with us for the rest of their lives. My husband has a pretty big family, and he's especially close to his mother's side of the family. His mother is the senior-most of all her siblings and cousins, so her word is quite respected, which means that if she says that they need to go no contact with him, his relatives will probably end up doing that. But he said that he's mentally prepared for that to happen and there's no way in hell that he's attending the wedding because he absolutely needs to stand for what's right. I'm glad that he's so firm on his principles, but I also feel awful that his own mother and sister are putting him through something like this. I also feel guilty and responsible for what's happening. It all just feels like my fault now, and I don't know what to do at this point. Update 3. Hey guys, almost a week has passed since the last update, and my in-laws had almost